Hello, everyone, and welcome to another DiscoverCast. My name is Michael Doise, but I'm not going to be the one discovering today. I'm here with Taylor Arndt, and she is going to be going through Final Cut for iPad. And what we're going to do is she's going to talk about and discover if Final Cut for iPad is accessible. Final Cut came out today, and it will be available for everybody, so check it out. And what we'll do is go through some basic parts of the app. We already went through the subscription parts. There was some accessibility issues. In fact, you could use the entire app without subscribing if you're a VoiceOver user, so that was the first problem we found. But Taylor will take us away, and she will go through the app, and I may chime back in, but yeah, it's a great app. $50 a year. I believe it's $5 a month.
Yep.
So it's not a very unaffordable app. So check it out. Same with Logic Pro, which I'll be doing a DiscoverCast on a little later as well. So check those out. And Taylor, take it away.
All right, everyone. So as Michael said, we're going to go ahead and jump into Final Cut. And I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this screen mirroring thing. So let me just, there we go.
Open controls.
Okay.
Final Cut Pro. Show sidebar. Button.
So I'm in Final Cut right now, and VoiceOver decided to get focused on this sidebar. We're not going to talk about that for a little while. We'll go in there, but that is kind of a VoiceOver trap.
Project menu. Button.
Project
button.
menu.
Double tap to activate the picker. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
So we can look at the projects we have.
All projects. Heading.
These are all of our projects, and currently I don't have any.
No projects. Tap. New project to create a project.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and tap new project, and we're going to create a new project for our Final Cut stuff here. So
New project. But new project. New project.
Okay.
Cancel. Button. Project name. Heading. Project 1. Text field. Double tap to edit.
Sure. I don't really care about the name, but I'm just going to try to rename it for the sake of this podcast.
Insertion point at end. 1. T C E O R app P.
I'm just going to simply call it test.
S T.
Okay.
Project name. Text field. Is editing. Test. Character mode. Timeline settings. Heading.
Timeline settings.
Format. Automatic. Button.
And of course, we're going to have a great time dealing with this format. But we don't really have to worry about it right now. It's just saying that it's auto. I don't really know what any of it does, so we will figure that out.
Automatic sets the orientation, resolution, and frame rate to match the first clip added to the timeline. After the first clip is added, you can no longer change the frame rate.
I see. So I really like that it has some help text over here. And it basically says that this is kind of matching the first clip that's been imported. So basically a clip is kind of like a section of a video. And what it does is it matches the frame rate of that clip. And I just want to keep that the same. So it keeps the same orientation and aspect ratio and all those kind of things. So let's see what else we have.
Continue. Button. Test. Text field. Import from. Photos. Button.
This is where we can import our media. So before this demo cast, I recorded a video that I am going to be testing. And of course, I said demo cast, but we're doing a Discover cast. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and
Cancel. Import from. Photo. Import from. Files.
you
Button.
can do photos, files,
Record with. Camera. Button.
or you can record.
Start. Blank. Button.
Now, what's interesting to me, and Michael probably is catching the same thing, is it says start period blank. So it's almost like the label's like start period space blank. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if you noticed that, Michael.
Yes. So when it says start blank, I think it's saying you're just going to start a blank project. So in other words, you're not importing anything here. I think they could have worded that a little differently, but yeah, that's kind of interesting.
I was mainly talking about the label. Like I said, start period blank. It's almost like there's a pause between the two words.
Yes, there is. And that's what they want. But I feel like there could have been more start with a blank template.
Yeah, I would prefer that. So maybe that's some feedback we can tell them.
Record with. Camera. Button.
Even this one, record with camera.
No, I think that's fine because it's saying record with, which is the label, camera, button.
But still, it's kind of like a little pause. So just be on the lookout for that.
Import from. Files. Button. Import from. Photos. Button.
Okay.
Import from. Alert. Final Cut Pro would like to access your photos. Your photo like. Select photos. Button. Allow access to all photos.
I'm just going to allow access to all, make it simpler.
Video. Time. 12:24 p.m.
I took too many videos. Let's see if I remember which one's which.
Video. Time. 12:09 p.m.
12:24.
Video. Selected. Video. Time. 12.
Now, what I don't know is how to import this. So I've selected the video, but I don't want to select everything. So this is where we're going to have to do some exploration about how to get this video into our project. So I'm going to try to go left.
Vertical scroll bar. 32 pages. Dictate. Button. Photos. People. Places. Search field. Add. Button. Photos. Heading. Animated. Button.
All I'm doing is VO left arrow. I have a magic keyboard.
Screen recordings. Button.
Okay, so that's going through the screen recordings and all the different photo settings. Because, yeah, what I'm trying to do is just import this.
I kind of have a
Video.
feeling it's the add button.
The add button? Okay. Because I thought that'd add something new to the photos, but let's see.
Animated. Share album. All share album. Tay and Michael. But Macy's Gratu. Test. My albums. All albums. All photos.
I think it'll go
WhatsApp.
the other way.
Button.
Oh, is it the other way?
Yeah, because you already
Dropbox.
went past
But
it.
Twitter. Thumb.
I didn't
Photos.
think so.
Heading. Add. Button.
No, it's right here.
Okay.
Back button. Button.
Indeed, Michael was right. So then I hear back button, button. So that's interesting.
Test. Heading.
So what we've determined so far, as a recap, is that we've determined that when you find a photo, you just press the add button to add it to the project.
Import media. Button.
Now,
Pop-up
let's
button.
see what we got here.
Double tap to add camera. Button. Live drawing. Button. Share. Button. Undo button. Dimmed. Button. Redo button. Media browser button. Select. Effects browser button. Not selected. Button.
Okay.
Wheel button. More. Button. Pop-up button. Go backward. Pause. Go forward. Go to start. Play. But go to end. Hours time code value. 00. Minutes time code value. Seconds time code value. Frames time code value. 36. Button. Percent. Rectangle. Badge. Browser drag handle. Image.
Wonderful.
Filter. Button. Project media.
Here we go.
One item middle dot 12.1 MB. View options. Button. Select. Button.
Select.
Select. Done. Button. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Replay underscore final. 1, 6, 8, 4, 8, 6, 2, 6, 9, 2.
Okay.
Simple clip. Audio. Video. Select. Clip. Timeline drag handle. Timeline 1,
Let's see.
0. Open timeline info. Toggle snapping. Toggle positioning. Options. Timeline view.
trying to get
Playhead.
this.
Skimming playhead.
Media into the project. Because right now it's just in a media sidebar.
Content view.
Let's see.
Ruler view. Accessory view. Edit. Inspect.
I think
Volume.
it actually
Image.
added it to the project.
Did it now?
I'm not sure.
I don't know that it did though, because usually that timeline would change a different color, right? So right now it's just black, right? But it would actually change with the color of the video.
Well, remember, Final Cut, the way things looked on the computer are different from the way they look on the on iPad.
That's true, because I use Final Cut on the Mac, so.
They have a completely different UI.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been added or not. So,
Inspect volume.
I can,
You can go ahead and play your project and see if it's added.
press space, I wonder.
No, there is a start button.
Edit. Timeline
Play
view.
button.
Accessory view.
Either one.
Content skimming. Play options. Button. Toggle position. Toggle snap. Open time. 0. Timeline. Timeline. Select. Simple. Simple. Done. One item. Select items. One item middle dot 12.1 MB.
Go ahead and do the done button to
Select. Select all. Button. Select items. One item middle dot. Done. But done. Select. Button. View options. One item middle dot 12.1 MB.
So this is one item,
Project media.
and then that's the one item, 12, 0.9 megabytes.
Filter. Button. Browser drag handle. Image. Rectangle. Percent. 36. Frames time code. Seconds time code. Minutes. Hours time code value. 00. Go forward. Pause. Go backward. Go forward. Image. Pause. Image.
But you notice it's paused. At least it says it is, right?
pause.
Pause.
Pause. Image. Go backward. More. Button. Pop-up wheel button. Effects browse. Media browse.
can't
Resume
play
button.
it.
Undo button. Share. Live drawing. Camera.
Actually-
Import media. Test. Head. Back button.
No,
Button.
yeah, it doesn't play. Because it just goes
Test.
back to what
Heading.
it was before. So it's not playing as I would hope it would. But it's probably meaning that it did not import, right, Michael? Because it did
No,
not.
it's imported. I know the item's there.
But it's just not showing up.
Live draw. Share. Undo button. Resume. Media. Effect. Wheel button.
Okay.
More. Go backwards. Pause. Go forward. Go to start. Play. Button. Pause.
I don't hear anything.
Via right,
Go forward. Button.
via left.
Pause. Button.
Very interesting.
I don't think it's personally on the timeline.
It may not be.
I really don't think it is.
Minute. Second. Frames. 30%. Right. Filter.
So-
Project. One item middle. View options. Button. Square. Button. Aspect ratio. Show clip names.
Okay,
Button.
so these are all the options.
Sort by. But dismiss context menu. Button.
That's not going to help me per se.
36%. Image. Rectangle. Browse. Filter. Project media. One item middle. 12.1. View options. Select. Button. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Replay underscore final. 1, 6, 8, 4, 8, 6, 2, 6, 9, 2.
Is that the media item?
Simple clip. Audio. Video. Replay underscore final. 1, 6. Select. Clip. Timeline drag handle. Image. Timeline 1, 0. Open timeline info. But toggle snapping. Toggle positioning. Options.
I don't think
Button.
that's
Timeline
one.
view. Playhead.
Okay, here's the playhead.
Skimming playhead. Content view. Ruler view. Accessory view. Edit. Inspect. Volume. Volume. Animate. Animate. Preview. Multi. Delete. Selected. Select. Button. Split. Trim start. Trim end. Dimmed. Button.
It's good we figure out how to do those.
Trim end. Dimmed.
Okay, but that's
But trim.
it,
Split.
so
Selected.
let's be the
Delete.
other
Multi.
thing.
Preview. Animate. Animate. Image.
The,
Volume. Volume.
RP
Inspect. Edit. Image.
thingy.
Timeline view.
Thingamajig.
Accessory view. Ruler view.
I know that's not very helpful, but
Content view.
that's there.
Skimming playhead. Playhead. Options. Toggle positioning. Toggle snapping. Open timeline info. 0. Timeline 1. Timeline drag. Select. Clip. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Replay underscore final. 1, 6, 8, 4, 8, 6, 2, 6, 9, 2. Image. 1, 38. Selected. Simple clip. Audio.
Whoa, something just changed here. That was visual, because I have some sites, so I see the timeline has filled up with a video, possibly, Michael?
Possibly.
And all I did really there is just select the video, just VO space on it. So is that maybe in the timeline
So
now?
go ahead and try. Go ahead and look around.
Okay.
Select. View up. One eye. Project. Filter. Browser. Rectangle. Percent. 15. Replay. Frames. Seconds. Time. Minutes. Time code value. Hours. Forward. Play. Backwards. Play. Pause.
3, 2, 1.
So you're right. It did need to, you had to select the video to put it into your content, into your movie.
Correct.
But it is technically, when you export, they call them movies.
Oh, really? Okay. So, yes, long story short, you need to select the media and then put it in your timeline. It's actually a lot easier on the iPad. So, on the Mac, I'd have to do like Command E and then like sometimes do this drag and drop motion thing. So, this is actually a lot easier so far. So, we'll see what happens now. Okay, so in order to play or pause, you hit space. So, hello everyone, welcome. See, play or pause. Now, what if I try to make it edit? So I'm not sure how to do this. So let me just go right arrow. Oh. Okay, so
Try holding down the button, see what happens.
holding down what button?
Right?
I'm holding it down, nothing. But if I go like this, like that.
That's intriguing.
Why is that intriguing? Because it does the
Because-
same thing on Mac.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it's playing little choppy bits of sound, and I'm wondering if you can increase the amount that little chop is.
You can zoom in and out. But I don't know how.
How would you do it on the Mac?
I think it was like command equals or command underscore.
Okay, try it. Do a.
I don't know where
command-
that is on the iPad.
So it's just the same as on the Mac, but on the top right, remember you have no function rows. So your very top row is your numbers.
That didn't work, did it?
So I don't know if you need to zoom in or zoom out to get bigger chunks.
Zoom out.
So we took some time to look at this, and basically what we had to do, we had to import the media, and then we had to append it to the timeline. So it's not that it was an accessibility problem or anything like that.
It was just user error.
It was user error. So we now have the track on the timeline. And so Taylor will take it from here again and see if she can do an edit.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I've got the track, like I said, on the timeline, and I'm just going to press right arrow. Okay.
Keep pressing it.
Okay.
Nothing.
Let me press. Hello, everyone. Nothing. What did you do? You just got to work.
I did just get it to work. Hang on, let's see.
Hang on.
So we're having more difficulties here.
Skimming playhead. Playhead. Playhead.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's another part of this discovery. If you let's try to play it again.
Another.
So that's kind of a disappointment. Okay. So I pressed space to play the content, but then I had to VO space
Playhead.
on the playhead just to be able to do the left and right arrow.
That's disappointing.
Now, I can hold command and press minus, but it is still only moving by certain small amounts.
However, welcome to. However, what we can do, Michael, did you press shift?
Shift to do what?
Right arrow.
No, that does not do anything.
Weird.
Leading edge.
It did on the Mac.
Body. Trailing edge. Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead. Correctly underscore final. 1, 6.
In fact, shift and left arrow does something different. So
What's that do?
Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
so that
Correctly image. Correctly underscore final. 1, 6,
We have-
8, 4. Body. Trailing edge. Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
yes.
Command right arrow?
Nope.
Okay. Because there's got to be a way to
Playhead.
move by more than one frame.
Well, now it's not moving by frame at all. So
Playhead.
Oh my god.
but I think that's because we may have moved the playhead to the end or the beginning.
Yeah. You think so?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
So
Three.
so that brought us, one of those brought us to the beginning.
And you can do, let's see.
Back button. Button.
No, if you hold down command, it brings up that dialogue.
Oh, okay. So what does it say for moving by frame?
Test. Heading.
Is it-
Back button. Button.
So that dialogue, when you hold command, does not focus with VoiceOver.
Pop up button.
So I'm just
Double
gonna
tap to activate the picker.
see again. This is one of these things that we want to also try to. We've been using the keyboard this whole time.
Okay.
So what we want to do also is let's see if our touchscreen gives us some possibilities.
Correctly underscore final.
Good point.
1, 6, 8, 4, 8, 6, 2, 6, 9, 2. Body.
So I just put my finger on the timeline, and I'm dragging it with my finger, and we're getting nothing.
Yeah,
so
nothing.
with VoiceOver,
Body.
I'll still double tap on that area, and that does not put our focus on the playhead.
Trailing edge. Timeline view. Playhead.
However, it is worth noting, just like anything on the iPad, that if you're using VoiceOver, finding things with your finger is a bit faster than having to flick through everything.
Correct.
So keep that in mind. There is a lot of controls on this screen, so that's something else that's important. So we have our body here.
Selected. Replay underscore timeline view. Playhead.
I'm saying like if they had like a Zen mode, that'd be great, where they just hit everything like except what we needed.
Selected. Timeline view. Playhead.
So, and there might be something in the settings, like somewhere to change that. It's not the most evident. So you can move by frame, but so what you could do if you had to.
Hello, everyone.
So you have to remember to VO space. That's kind of annoying.
It is.
Playhead.
One.
So right there is where you would want to chop off the beginning of that.
Right.
So we know we're there. So do you want to try to make an edit now that you're there?
How do I do that though?
I don't know. So that's
Okay,
why
so let's see.
DiscoverCast.
I remember on Mac I could select with the letter I. And then end the selection with O. So Michael, I just selected something.
Okay.
But now I just got booted somewhere.
Select body. Trailing edge. Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
So let's see, I. Oh, delete. Whoa.
1:07 p.m.
I just
Ruler
what
view.
did I do?
Ruler view. Accessor. Edit. Rule. Content view. Skimming. Playhead. Options. Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
I think I deleted everything. Okay, noted. Don't do that again.
Select body. Trail. Timeline view. Playhead. Select timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
There has to be a faster way to do this.
I know.
Replay under body. Leading edge. Options. Button. Timeline options. Heading. Done. Button. Selected. Behaviors. Button. Appearance. Button. Editing. Heading. Snapping. Items in the timeline will align and snap to the nearest edit point or keyframe. Switch position. Clip edits in the primary storyline will maintain project timing. I overwrite. Show controls in timeline. Switch. Expand all clips. But collapse all clips. Playhead. Heading. Skimmer playhead. Switch button. On.
Well,
Double tap
you
the
can
toggle
turn off
setting.
some of these playheads.
Playhead.
So at least-
Skimmer playhead. Switch button. On. Double tap the
Try
toggle
turn
setting.
that off.
Audio scrubbing. Switch button. On. Clip height. Decrease. Button. 26%. Increase. Audio meters. Switch button. Audio meters. Switch button. Up. Increase. 20. Decrease. But clip height. Audio scrubbing. Switch button. On. Skimmer playhead. Switch button. On. Off.
There you go.
Playhead. Heading. Collapse all clips. Dimmed. Button. Expand all clips. Show controls in timeline. Switch button. On. Off. Position.
Oh, okay.
Clip edits. Snapping. Editing.
I
Heading.
didn't think you were going to turn that off.
Appearance. Button. 2 of 2. Selected. Appearance. Editing. Heading. Snapping. Items in the timeline will align and snap to the nearest position. Clip edits in the primary storyline will maintain project time. Show controls in timeline. Switch. Editing.
There's nothing
Selected.
under appearance.
Behaviors. Button.
Oh,
Done.
wait, I
Button.
lied.
Behaviors. Button. 1 of. Selected. Appearance. Button. 2 of 2. Behaviors. Selected. Behaviors.
Okay.
1 of 2. Appearance. Button. Editing. Heading. Snapping. Items in the timeline will align and snap to the nearest edit point or key. Edit. Selected. Done.
Oh,
Button.
that's weird.
Yeah, I would say
Timeline
so.
Done. Selected.
I don't get
Appearance.
that.
Button. Selected. Appearance.
Appearance.
Editing. Snapping. Items in the position. Clip edits
That's
in the primary
inaccessible.
storyline will maintain project.
Oh, why is that?
Because if you go to the appearance tab, the editing tools still show up when you're VO right arrowing.
Okay.
But if I
Clip height. Clip height. 26%. Adjust audio meters. Switch button.
no, those
Off.
are all the same
Double
things
tap the
that
toggle
we
setting.
saw. But it's just that it was reading all the editing controls as well.
26. Decrease. Clip height. Playhead. Collapse all clips. Expand all clips. Button. Show controls in timeline. Switch button.
That's broken.
Apple.
So if you change editing and behaviors and appearance, all the controls are still visible even though they're hidden.
Oh.
That is a bug in Final Cut. So that is an issue. And I guess that's kind of the big issue here that we're finding. Like, all these things can be done with VoiceOver, but there are definitely some limitations. It's not intuitive. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to sit here and learn for a while. So that's kind of the takeaway from this.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be kind of a bear of a DiscoverCast to edit, because, we were able to get in, but, we can't, it is not feasible to edit by small units. And I think, once we have time to sit down, we'll do a full demo cast of Final Cut once we have a chance to really learn the ropes. But most of the things here are accessible, right? And I mean, Taylor, do you think you could learn it? Do you think this is something you can use?
Yeah, I'm gonna, once we're done with this demo cast or DiscoverCast, I'm gonna sit down. I don't really have much going on the rest of the day, and I'm gonna try to mess with it and see what I can figure out.
Yeah, and we'll discuss more on the IA cast.
Yep, and keep posted on Mastodon. Because I'll probably be posting on there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we'll be discussing this more. I feel like this is kind of a good demo of how this works. We're not going to go through the whole process, but there's some definite problems. Like, starting with the subscribe screen, and then going through this, just figuring out how to edit, how to, finding that playhead. You have to go through a lot of controls just to get to that playhead where you have to edit. So, and we haven't even touched, I guess if you're, so let's see if I can do an edit real quick.
Yeah.
Position. Clip edit. Snapping. Editing. Selected. Appearance. Behaviors. Done. Button. Back button. Replay underscore final. 1. 6. Body. Trailing edge. Timeline view. Playhead. Playhead.
Three, 2, 1.
So I and O do not appear to do anything.
That's what I know on Mac.
So keystrokes are: add default transition is Command T, which is different from Logic Pros. Append to storyline is E.
E, okay.
Let's see. Connect to primary storyline is Q.
What is that?
Don't know what any of that does. Copy, of course, is Command C. Cut, Command X. Delete is Command backspace or just Command delete. So that's good to know.
Okay.
Select all, Command A. Expand collapse audio components is Shift S, I think that is. Favorite is F. Go to beginning of timeline is no, that's Shift up arrow. So that's good to know.
Okay.
Go to end of timeline, Shift down arrow.
Okay.
Go to next edit is down arrow.
Great. Okay.
Now, there are more.
Okay. Great.
So you're getting these here first on this discussion cast.
Discussion cast.
Or or DiscoverCast, one of those words.
I know.
I'm reading at the same time. Okay, go to previous edit, up arrow.
Okay.
Previous frame, left arrow. Go to range in point is shift. Is it an L or the bar? I can't tell. Go to range out point is shift O. Insert at playhead is W. Okay. Just a second. I've got to move more things on screen here. There's a lot of keystrokes here, folks. All right. Nudge left is comma. Nudge right is period. I don't know what nudging is.
I don't either.
Overwrite at playhead is D. Paste at playhead is command V. Play forwards is L. Good to know.
Play forward. What do you mean?
Play from where you are.
Okay.
Play from previous is J. Play pause is space. Redo changes is shift command Z. Reject is backspace or is delete. Select all command A. We knew that though. Set range in is O.
What is that?
Set range L is. Feels like it's reading those over again on that column. Show inspector is command 4. Stop is command B. No, I think that's one of those is option. I cannot remember which one's command, which one's option.
Option is the second most in space.
Oh, I know that, but the visual representation of command and option are weird.
Oh.
Yes, I was right. Command. Okay. Undo changes command Z. Trim start is option left bracket. Trim end is option right bracket. Split is K. Good to know.
Okay.
Zoom in is command plus, and that did work. Command minus zoom out. Shift Z is zoom to fit. Good to know.
1. That work? 3.
So I know that shift up arrow and shift down arrow will go to the beginning and end.
Okay.
That does work.
What about all the others? 3, 2, 1. Split.
Body.
Yeah, not all of the keystrokes appear to be working with VoiceOver. So again, this at least we went through the keystrokes, so you have a little bit better of an understanding of what's going on. The issue is that there are several things that just don't seem to be working the way they should. Like as soon as if I play with space, I can't use my left and right arrows. So just to be able to use, anything, I have to view space again.
Body.
But I wonder if
The new.
Webley _ final.
It what?
1 6 8 4 8 6 2 6 9 2 body.
yeah, you have to double tap on the body.
Body.
just to be able to use keyboard commands.
You don't see multiple clips over there, do you, Michael?
Nope. There's not multiple clips. Yeah, it needs a lot of work for VoiceOver, folks. There's it's close. It can do several things, but I don't feel like it is up to the ability to edit. It should not take two of us to figure out how a lot of this works. So, I guess with that, Taylor, you have any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
I mean, really, like I said, it's just not ready for prime time. Now, I'm pretty disappointed because, like, I don't know. I wish it was ready for prime time. It'd be very helpful.
Mm-hmm. And there might be more that Taylor has to do with the on-screen controls.
I'm going to be messing with
and
it.
things like that to get it to work. It may just not have full keyboard support for everything we want to do. So, again, we'll report back on this.
Yep. Follow me on Mastodon. I'll probably be reporting on this. So.
I bet Taylor will be talking a lot on Mastodon. And she is, what's your?
What is it? Taylart at techopolis.social. So follow me on Mastodon if you guys want the latest, because I will be doing a lot of Mastodon today. Normally I don't, but today is kind of a tech day, so.
Okay, so we will be editing this and having this out later today because I feel like this is a very needed review. I think that, this is just what we found, but if folks have other information, we would love to know, and we'll update another podcast soon.
Yep.
All right. Taylor, anything else?
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for tuning in to the DiscoverCast, and we will talk soon.
Yep.